Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. In today's video, we are getting into some of my recent obsessions. These are fragrances that I have been favoriting, wearing the most, and I really just cannot get enough of them. These are all really great for this time of year, maybe with the exception of one. It's a little richer and darker and deeper, but if you have a sexy date night, honey, you can still throw her on, all right? So if you are in the market for a stunning fragrance that will absolutely turn heads, then this is the list for you, all right? I'm obsessed, can't get enough, so let's go ahead and get right into today's video. All right, you all, before we start, I want to remind you, if you are loving the content, you're enjoying it, be sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my uploads here on YouTube. And if you find any value in the content, honey, you're liking the tea, you're liking the gems I'm giving you, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. So the first fragrance that I want to get into is actually a combo. These are two fragrances that are so beautiful on their own, okay? They are giving you fruity, summer, classy, sweet, but they feature a banana, both of them. So we're talking about, I know, the very ever hard to find, to score, BANA Banana by LAGUNE Parfumer, and we have a new release, well, somewhat of a new release from Juicebox. This is one of their latest to their range. This is Sisters Before Misters. So let me start off with this one. This was, I think, the very first fragrance that I got in my collection that featured a banana note. And it is very hard to find a fragrance with a banana note that actually smells good, that does not give that banana Laffy Taffy vibe, that has got, you know, a sophisticated flair about it. And that is what I love about this fragrance. It is not the longest lasting, okay? The banana note does not give for 4 and 5 hours. It just doesn't. And this one does smell a little bit more upscale and classy because it features the banana flower. So it's really like you're getting all of the facets of the banana. You're getting the leaves, you're getting the fruit, you're getting the banana peel, and it is just a stunning fragrance. If you can get your hands on it, you need to get this one in your life, okay? So it also features notes like a mace, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. It's a spice similar to a nutmeg. It also has that iris. This is really powdery, chic, refined, a fruity fragrance. That is how I would describe it. But when you layer it with this beauty right here, you're really going to get something that lasts even longer, that is a little bit more fun, uplifting, bright, and decadent. So Sisters Before Misters is also a fragrance that I would put into that fruity but somewhat powdery category. This one features the orris, okay? So we're talking orris, we're talking iris. They really do go together. This one features a straight up banana note. You also have accompanying fruits like strawberry and blackcurrant in this fragrance, and you really are getting a delicious fruity mix. But I get more banana on my skin and to my nose than any of the other fruits, which makes it just chef's kiss for this time of year, really. So if you're looking for a really sweet, decadent summer fragrance, this is the one you need to check out. It also has milk and amber in the base, and it is definitely a creamy experience, but I don't think this is super lactonic. It is really well balanced with the powdery notes. So if you are not a huge fan of lactonic fragrances, and if you usually find milk notes to be just a little irritating, nauseating, I don't think you would get that from this. For me personally, I smell this and I automatically think of this fragrance maybe layered with Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by Cali. If you had those, you know, mixed up in a bottle, it would kind of give you this. But this is just a really easy, sweet, grab and go. I'm feeling flirty, I'm feeling fun, I'm feeling fruity fragrance. But baby, these layered together are going to be banana heaven. You're going to smell very unique. You're going to smell so playful and still just giving a little bit of grown up chic vibes, okay? So these layered together, try them if you have them both. If you can get this one, please, 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 please get it in your life because she's a stunner, and this one is just everything for my sweet gourmand girlies. This one again is BANA Banana, and this is Sisters Before Misters. So this next fragrance is not new to the market, but it's new to me, and I had been obsessing over this ever since I smelled it in Tokyo. I was in the Tokyo airport just minding my business, honey, decided to sniff some of these fragrances, and I decided I need this fragrance in my life when I returned to Atlanta, and that's exactly what I did. But y'all can see I was playing games getting this little bitty 1 ounce. I will definitely be upgrading her. This is from the house of Hermes, and this is Un Jardin sur la Lagune. Not on a lot of people's list, radar at this point, because like I said, it is older, but baby, when I tell you this fragrance did not come to play, you are talking about smelling so refined, so elegant. This is a grown woman, like the woman you would picture carrying like an Hermes bag, maybe a Kelly, okay, with the little scarf wrapped around it. That's the scent that this is giving. Like, she absolutely has this fragrance on, and she is not even trying. She just is. Her femininity essence is just radiating through the room, and that is how I feel when I put this on. It is a stunner. It is an EDT, okay? So you're going to have to top this off after about the 4 or 5 hour mark, but me personally, I find that this has amazing performance for an EDT. It is a little fresh. It's a little sweet. When you look at the notes, you're not going to think that this is going to give the sweetness that it does. It's not overly sweet, gourmand territory at all. And even more so, what I love about it is the price point that you can get this. I think I got this 1 ounce for under $50. So if you're looking for a luxurious scent, perfect for high heat, which is what we're getting in Georgia this week, then trust me, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. It is floral, but it's not a headache inducing floral type of scent. This one is centered around that magnolia and some lilies. So there is a floral freshness. It definitely speaks to spring and summer, okay? But I also see this being someone's signature scent. I don't know how this will cut through the cold when it really starts to cool down, especially if you are in a colder climate, state, or country. But for right now, this is just sending me. I wore this the other day. Like I said, like 3 or 4 days in a row, I've been wearing this, obviously. I mean, the dent is sizable, and I have had this for a little over a week and a half. So this one features C notes, but it is C notes still fresh. It's not going to be that funky, odd, challenging, marines, over salty quality C note, okay? So just explore this fragrance, bearing that in mind. It's not going to be the typical C note type of scent, okay? So you also have the magnolia, you have woody notes, lily, and pittosporum. It is unique, it is classy, and you will be obsessed with this fragrance if you love smelling elegant, refined, clean, and slightly sweet. So get this one on your radar, because baby, this magnolia right here is everything to me. Again, this is Un Jardin sur la Lagune from Hermes. So this next one is going to be perfect for date night. She is giving like this fall winter vibe, but I don't care. I acquired this one recently, and I'm going to be singing its praises. I'm going to be wearing it, spraying it all year, okay? This is from Perfume Head, and this is La La Love. Got this blindly off of the recommendation from Chris. If you have not checked out her channel, the Perfumeness is absolutely just chock full of gems. Her collection is much larger than mine. So when I'm looking for something new, I'm curious about other things, she is the perfect go-to for me, all right? So this is all about the vanilla. So when she said unique, masterpiece, vanilla is like, say less, throw it in the bag. Scored a bottle, and when I tell you, I was just like, I spent all this money on a 30 mil. Should have just paid the few extra coins to get the 50, because I am so obsessed with the way this smells, you guys. Oh my God. It is so opulent. It is rich. It is deep. It's mysterious. It's dark. And this is vanilla done really well. Just, I mean, the execution is just perfect, but it also has like this edgy quality. And I don't know much about this house, Perfume Head, but baby, just looking at their offerings, I'm wanting to get my nose on so many fragrances, because I just feel like once you get hundreds of bottles of perfumes into your collection, it is really hard to really wow you. I have so many vanilla fragrances. I have probably more vanilla dominant fragrances than any other, I would say, note, okay? Half of my collection is probably vanilla. If you had been here for any point in time, that is not a shocker, but this one is one of the most amazing ones that I have gotten my nose on in such a long time. It's sensual, it's warm, spicy, and I mean, every note listed in here it's speaking to me. That's why I just went on ahead and blind bought it, you guys, and honestly, zero regrets. So La La Love opens with notes of cognac, nutmeg, davana, and saffron. You have middle notes of vanilla absolute, black tea, sandalwood, and incense, and you have base notes of amber, peru balsam, tonka bean, and musk. every single note named, I absolutely love. But you know that just because you love every note mentioned, that's not the end all be all. I have gotten fragrances where every single note I love, it agrees with me typically. But baby, the blend, the execution was just not giving. The quality of ingredients was just not giving. They gave, not only did this give, they ate, they left no crumbs. And I mean, I'm hungry for more. Give me more Perfume Heads. If you are familiar with this brand, tell me others that I really do need to explore. Apparently Nordstrom's is carrying this now. So I'm gonna try to call my local store and see if they have a Perfume Head display, because at this point I need to smell all things from this house. All right, again, this one is La La Love, and this is an obsession for me. Honey, last but not least, I have been talking about this quite a bit on my channel. Started off with the travel. Baby, the travel was done by the time I got home from Tokyo. Why did I get this little bitty bottle? I don't know. I don't know. It's something about me. I feel like I don't need a 3.4 ounce of anything unless it's a re-up. Like, if there are other sizes to start with, honey, that's where I'm starting. But Summer Mink, I just, Drake, sir, please come to the front. I was not expecting for this to be a love. First of all, this is marketed as unisex. And when I tell you, this is probably the most perfectly crafted unisex fragrance, because a man is going to be able to put this on and command attention, respect. But a woman is still going to be able to put this on, feel the same way, but completely be enveloped in her feminine energy. This does not borderline masculine in any way. And that is just not easy to do. This is so cozy and musky, but at the same time fresh. I'm telling you, it is named so appropriately because the vibe of this fragrance, the smell of this fragrance, it is giving the best of all of the worlds. We are equally balanced, yin, yang, masculine, feminine, appropriate for hot weather, appropriate for cooler weather. It is just epic what they have done with this moderately priced fragrance. I will say moderately priced. It's expensive for celebrity, I will say that, but baby, Summer Mink is worth the coins. So if you're someone that is used to being a little disappointed with fragrances from celebrities, fear not. This is giving probably, I'm gonna go ahead and say, probably the best celebrity fragrance that I own. Is that too much to say? I don't think it is. That I own. I also went into Ulta, honey. Went into Ulta, $300 later, I had a bottle for myself. I had to get my nephew a bottle. He just turned 7. When I tell you this boy is deeply into fragrance, it's a little scary. My sister has a sizable collection and he is just every day in her fragrances. So I wanted to get him something that I feel like he would really enjoy. That's not doing too much, you know, but the girlies are definitely going to be able to smell him, and he's going to be turning heads when he goes back to school. A little pricey, you know, for a 7-year-old cologne, but I just wanted to do him justice. And when I tell you, he put this on the other day at our little picnic celebration we had for the family, I was like, why are you smelling so loud and so good? He probably sprayed half the bottle, y'all. Probably spray half the bottle, because there's no reason why I should be smelling Summer Mink outside 20 feet away. So this one opens with clary sage, citrus, and petitgrain. You have middle notes of jasmine, rose, and spices, and you have base notes of vetiver and musk. The balance of those florals with those aromatic notes, cloud of muskiness. You like, this is a musk bomb. If you love musk fragrances, you just need to not waste any time. Go ahead and start with the travel of this one. You will not be disappointed. Again, this one is Drake's latest release from his Better Roll fragrance line, Summer Mink. Everything you need for this summer in one bottle. All right, you guys, I hope that you really did enjoy this video. Please drop me a line below. Let me know fragrances that you have been obsessing over as of late. These are mine. Love them. Highly recommend you get your nose on them. But that is it for me, all right? So make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure notification bell is turned on so you do not miss any of my uploads. It has been real, and I will catch you guys on the next one.